The leader of opposition, SSENYONYI, addressed Parliament for the first time since the elections of 2026. He came out to warn the new Speaker, Speaker Obotho Obotho, not to be partisan. It is a clear indication that when Antanta Among was made Speaker, he occupied an office that was bigger than her understanding. He came with a partisan mindset. And this is what SSENYONYI said.
Honorable Speaker, I did not vote for you to become Speaker because I had a candidate. No, me, I'm saying it publicly. Because I had a candidate. But I'll tell you what, Right Honorable Speaker.
But your candidate voted for me.
I don't know about that. But I want to believe the 60 votes he got, one of those was his. But I'll tell you what, Right Honorable Speaker. I want to salute you, especially for your remarks after you took chair of Speaker, when we were still at Kololo. I, for that moment, felt at ease. I hope I'll continue to feel that way. And here is why I felt at ease. Your speech had 3 critical elements that excited me. Number 1, you promised to be a speaker even for those who did not vote for you, like me. And that's imperative. Because now you have become a referee for all of us. Our hope is that you will be ready to blow the whistle when there is a hard tackle, as opposed to you actually being the one tackling us. So that gave me comfort, Right Honorable Speaker. You promised in your remarks a corruption-free parliament. That excited me. And you have our support in ensuring this, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, you promised that Parliament is supposed to be open, and so the media is supposed to be welcome here. I want to appreciate, because on that one you have taken immediate action. I was told that the Nation Media Group accessed Parliament today, because they were barred from accessing Parliament for months, and that is wrong. That I should feel at ease to stand up and object to something. And I know I'm not going to be vilified. And by me, I mean several colleagues. That nobody is going to be vilified for having that school of thought. That's why we are all here.
That is SSENYONYI. For me, I keep on telling people that, those who have been following me, I've done several videos on Antanta Among and upward administration of Parliament. I remember when they passed the sovereignty bill, he came out to thank the Chief Whip, Amson Obua, for passing the bill.
Honorable Obua, you're an amazing person. Good job. I told you all I needed was a number. And you gave me the number. I have done your work.
That gesture shows the partisanship in Parliament. Yet the Speaker has to be a partial umpire. A Speaker must not provide a condition of us against them. A Speaker must preside over the House. He must not seem to be, supporting government business. Government has a Prime Minister who is the leader of government business. Government has 3 deputies of Prime Minister, so they have like 4 Prime Ministers. If they bring an issue, for example, like an issue of agriculture, agriculture has like 5 ministers. How can you tell me that the Speaker can stand or be on the floor of Parliament and decides to push the agenda of government? I'm not saying that Obotho will not favor those within the NRM, but he does it with IQ. During Rebecca Kadaga, everything used to pass. The same with Sekandi. But Kadaga will tell the leader of government business to fight for their business on the floor, not to go on and thank those within the NRM after defeating the opposition. NRM has the majority, over 350 members of Parliament. So the Speaker cannot be seen to be partisan. It's the reason why in very many jurisdictions, a Speaker is elected outside Parliament to create an atmosphere of not being partisan. In fact, SSENYONYI also called out the new leadership, saying that ever since he was brought in the commission, he was never invited for a parliamentary commission. Remember, Parliament has a commission which consists, I think, of 10 members: the Speaker, the Deputy, Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, the Leader of Opposition, 3 commissioners from the government, and 1 commissioner from the opposition. Okay? But SSENYONYI never sat on that commission. Do you know why? Ever since they removed Mpuga, Antonin Tamong blocked SSENYONYI from sitting the commission because of corruption. And for me, I keep on telling people that if you have the majority like NRM does, even if you allow the opposition to sit on the commission, nothing will change. You call the last shot. In fact, there's when you say these statements.
I have been leader of the opposition for 2.5 years in the 11th Parliament. Leader of opposition by law is part of the parliamentary commission. I did not attend even one single parliamentary commission meeting. How can that be right? Because I was invited. Honorable Speaker, when I made a lot of noise about this issue, subsequently there were about 2 or 3 invitations that came to my office. And how did they come? So the office you're occupying now approves whenever a leader of the opposition is going, even if it is out of town, for official duty. So one of those times, I think we were going to these entities we were oversighting in Amuru, Inspire Coffee, in Tungamo. So you are on the way there, you get a call from the office that a letter has come here for parliamentary commission, and it is happening in 30 minutes. So yes, some people might say I got invited about 3 times. Yes, but I was on the way out of town for official duty, and the Speaker's office knew. These things have got to change. Let's observe the law. Let's do right, as is expected. Finally, Right Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, you have seen the quandary we are grappling with here. We don't have adequate space. This Parliament, I am told, was made for about 80 people the time it was constructed. We are now 529 members. When you add the ex-officials, we shall be 550 plus. Now that we have opened the space and said we can have many more ministers, we are waiting. Right Honourable Speaker, these new chambers that have been under construction for donkey's years, it is something that I have talked about here on the floor of Parliament. Money is appropriated for the same. What is happening? Every financial year, money is appropriated. Why has that place become a bottomless pit? Why do they not finish constructing that place so that members don't sit on their laps? Especially because money is appropriated. It would be a different thing if somebody was saying there is no money available, but money is passed here. At one time I said, look, can we stop passing this money? But the money is appropriated. Work doesn't happen. Meanwhile, Parliament spends billions of shillings to rent office space for members and staff. Why? Honourable Speaker, we are trusting you to fix these issues. I'm glad that you ably talked about them. We are looking forward to working with you. We are looking forward to all of us enjoying our space here, supporting what we feel is right to support, objecting to what we feel we should object to, and who will benefit? The people of Uganda out there. I thank you and congratulations to us all.
That is SSENYONYI. So we clearly see that the speakership position was bigger than Antonin Tamong understanding, to an extent that even General Museveni was being seen in bad light. General Museveni is a wise person, although he's not using the wisdom that God gave him to uplift the country to create electoral democracy. But he finds someone who is very reckless with the Parliament. Okay, corruption. I keep on telling people that Antonin Tamong is not the most corrupt individual in the NRM government, but she did so with arrogance, with impunity, and General Museveni doesn't want that. General Museveni wants clean, corrupt people, because there's ever come out to say that if you continue fighting corruption, you won't work with anybody. That means that there are some people he knows that they are corrupt, but they do so with cautions. Not Antonin Tamong who had a lot of impunity. So for me, just when you're warning about both, I may not have faith that anything that will be brought in by the NRM won't pass. But even when it passes, it has to pass. The opposition must have their say. There is nothing good the speaker to give time for the opposition to speak, even when they have a predetermined condition to pass something. And Antanita Among would even engage in debate. It is the truth. He would interject in members of parliament when they are speaking. I normally follow different parliaments when they are engaging in business. A speaker normally speaks. When he gives a member to the floor, he has to exhaust his time, be it 3 minutes. But as Antanita Among used to interject, no parliamentary sitting with the opposition, he created a condition of parliament against the opposition, which is not supposed to be the case. Of course, as my PM is truly Mr. Makendi Kabesula Manamago. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.